There are five things that jump out at me when I look at what's new in Capture One Pro 11. First one is faster performance. Now, I know we said faster performance on version 10. I never really felt that version 10 was that much faster than version 9. However, since I've been working on this title here and getting things together, working with the images, doing layers, all that kind of stuff, I have to say that it is faster. And I've been using the same computer since I started teaching Capture One Pro 9. So I've worked with it through 9, through 10, and now on 11. 11 is the fastest, and I'm happy to report that. So not only does it have more functionality, it literally is faster. Boy, that's a joy. Second thing, the redesigned layers tools, and these are nice. So instead of having a tool tab dedicated to layers as we had before, layers are basically everywhere. So here we are in the exposure tab. We have access to the layers I've created for this image. But if I come over to color, they're over here. So I can start working with a layer in the color tab and then pick up my work over here. Then I can come over to the details tab, either add a layer or work on an existing layer. It's just integrated into the application, and I love the way that they've done this, and I think layers are very easy to work with here, and I'm very excited about it. We've dedicated an entire chapter to working with layers in this training, and Capture One Pro 11 deserves that because they've done a lot of great stuff there. Another thing that's happened is a better integration with Photoshop, and I think that's pretty cool. And basically what I mean by that is now not only can we round trip, but when we send images out of Capture One Pro to Photoshop, let's say through export, we can export with assets, and we can export with all sorts of different assets. And I'm going to show you all of these things. One of them I'll show you right now, which is another new feature, is annotations. So we can annotate images. This is a new feature. I'll just go ahead and turn it on right here. We can draw and make notes and all that kind of stuff. And then we can export this image with these annotations on a separate layer. We can do that with all sorts of stuff. We can do it with watermarks. We can do it with crops that are clipping paths. There's all sorts of nice little things that make interacting with Photoshop a lot easier. And I'm going to show you all of those, at least all of them that I could find. And then finally, on import, we can finally exclude duplicates on import. So if you've used a memory card for a shoot and you put those shots in the application, and then you put the card back in your camera, shoot some more, when you come back to import the new shots, you don't have to worry about the shots that are already in the application. Capture One Pro will recognize those and not present them for importing if you have the exclude duplicates box checked. And it's a small thing, but I tell you, it really makes a big difference. So those are the 5 things that I think are the biggies. There's a lot of little things. I try to cover everything that I could discover in this training, and I'm going to have a lot of fun showing you all of this stuff.